Islam Makhachev just defeated Jack Della Maddalena in the main event of UFC 322 in the fucking... Oh, man. Dominated him by decision. 5 rounds, a half guard. What's there not to love, man? Just really riveting stuff. Islam Makhachev wins, dude. Double champ. Not simultaneously. They don't allow that anymore for some reason. But Islam Makhachev defeats Jack Della Maddalena at welterweight. 5 rounds, dominates him. Gets the takedowns, stays on top. I think these were the strike stats. 5 rounds against JDM. 26 significant strikes landed over 25 minutes. Ooh, 19 minutes of control time. 4 for 4 on takedowns, dude. His takedowns were good.
Islam Makhachev has done it again. Only hours after putting away Jack Della in one of the year's most hyped matchups, the MMA scene has exploded. Fighters, analysts, and fans are all scrambling to process what might be one of the signature victories of his championship run. And the reactions are intense for a reason. Jack Della Maddalena came in as a dark horse, the rising star many believed had the boxing, timing, and composure to finally pose real problems for Makhachev. Early on, you could understand the excitement. Jack looked crisp, calm, and deliberate. But once Makhachev adjusted, once he settled into his rhythm, everything changed. The momentum swung sharply, the kind of shift only elite champions can create. That transformation is what everyone in the MMA world is talking about right now. The moment Makhachev went from careful and measured to completely in command.
UFC fight is called Islam Makhachev versus Jack Della Maddalena.
I think Della is going to get it done.
I cannot go against Makhachev in this one.
I don't know who's going to win this fight, okay? Like right now at this moment, I'm leaning towards Islam.
For me, I'm going to go with Islam Makhachev.
I think Islam, we will see. He's going to use his wrestling more.
I still think Islam should win.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be surprised if JDM gets it done.
I would still kind of give the edge to Islam.
So for me, with this one, I think I'm going to pick Islam.
You know what? I'm going to go Jack.
Obviously, I'm going the underdog, going Jack Della Maddalena.
Islam is going to dethrone Jack Della Maddalena.
I am picking JDM to beat Islam.
No, I'm going to go with Jack Della Maddalena just because of the weight.
I'm leaning towards JDM, but I don't know why.
I think he beats Jack Della Maddalena. I think he finds a submission towards the end of the fight.
I think Islam probably going to win a decision.
I think I'm going to go with Islam.
I will go with Islam Makhachev because of the grappling.
Can I ask you, and we'll shift gears to Islam a little bit now. Are you sad we're not seeing Topuria versus Islam?
Yes. Ish, because I'm pumped to see Islam versus Jack. I love that fight for Jack. I want to see Jack get that opportunity. I want to see Jack given the opportunity to really just start like shutting down stars.
Let's talk about, because we'll talk about Pantoja and Kai fronts in a second.
Stop. Let's go. Let's go with your chicken. Number one, if you wait, wait to leave. Iron Man.
At one moment in round 2, JDM stuffed a takedown, I believe, or stuffed a clinch attempt, I guess they'll call it, because it failed. And then used the overhook to throw Makhachev and then chucked himself on bottom. And that was a fun moment. So this is where we're at, man. This is great. Makhachev's 170 champ. The GOAT of the sport, you can't deny it. Like, he's definitely in the conversation right now. With this being able to call Makhachev a GOAT, maybe, and Benoit stopping his win, maybe Lucas Tracy will return from his short retirement. Who knows? But Makhachev just went out there, kept getting his takedowns, and man, just held JDM down, dude. It was riveting to watch him do it. I'm so glad that so many people enjoy watching that. Really riveting stuff, dude. What can I say, dude? The UFC betting scandal spun out. okay? If you thought the Bulgarian versus Del Val fight was crazy rigged, investigations need to be had. You're telling me that JDM stuffed all Bilal's takedowns and then just can't stuff one against Makhachev? Is that what you're telling me? That's what you're trying to get across to me. That for some reason, Dylan Dennis had a more entertaining fight and showing than JDM did against Makhachev. Is that what you're trying to tell me right now? This was Chimaev DDP Part 2. The prophecies told us of this.
The reaction from fighters have been pouring in. Ilya Topuria has already praised Makhachev, calling him one of the most disciplined and methodical competitors in the entire sport. Charles Oliveira's team is hinting that this version of Islam might be even more dangerous than the one who beat him in their rematch. Joe Rogan is fired up as well, highlighting the precision Makhachev fought with and saying Jack Della Maddalena just learned what it's like to face someone who carries championship composure from the opening bell to the final second. Shiel Sonnen summed it up perfectly. Islam is evolving into a fighter who can beat opponents in areas where they are supposed to be strongest, on paper. Jack held the boxing edge, yet Islam's timing and constant pressure completely smothered that advantage. He absorbed Jack's cleanest shots, picked up on his patterns, and systematically broke him down. That's what so many fighters are emphasizing. Makhachev didn't just win. He broke down one of the division's most dangerous punches without ever looking shaken.
But the UFC betting scandal, investigations need to be had. I don't know if anyone else got that Google notification earlier saying that Makhachev defeated Della Maddalena by decision. I got a notification on my phone earlier and tweeted it out saying, has anyone else got this notification? A lot of people did. I never get Google notifications. But randomly I got one for this saying Makhachev has won. I'm not saying it's rigged, because they'd make it more fucking fun than that if they rigged it. There's no way they'd script it to go like that, with Makhachev getting a takedown a minute into every round and spending 4 minutes in half guard on top, threatening a dash choke so that he didn't get stood up. JDM spends his time fighting off like a headlock attempt on the ground from Makhachev. Couldn't get back up because Makhachev's on top. Separate Edwards Prates against the cage, but just not this one, guys. Just let Makhachev and Shevchenko sit there in half guard. It was riveting stuff, guys. It really was riveting stuff. I mean, we're talking a significant strike per minute here, guys. That's what we're talking. We're talking a significant strike per minute. No real locked in or close submission attempts. Who doesn't want to watch this? This is great for television. This is great. This is not only do you get to watch some of your favorite fighters get losses on their record, but you got to watch it for 25 minutes while they're laying there on bottom looking frustrated. It might be worse. I would have rather JDM got flatline KO'd. But don't forget, Joe Rogan definitely made sure to mention this. A couple calf kicks from Makhachev. Crafty calf kicks from Makhachev, to be fair. Landed about, I think that was 7 of his significant strikes were calf kicks. He had 19 minutes out of a 25-minute fight on top position. And we're getting 26. It's good, man. It's good stuff. We got the comments here on this post of his big win. Kind of tell the story of the fight that was going on. But there you go. That's the fight, man.
Does he have the ability to beat a guy like Islam? He'll get takedown attempts coming at him very early. This time. The last fight, he didn't have to deal with that when he was fresh. If Islam can start to pressure him early and take him down early, or even just make him wrestle, he might struggle. JDM don't wrestle, but he was defending well, and he puts damage on you.
Off rip.
I don't know that he's ever felt anything like he's going to feel, because it's not going to be double legs and single leg with Islam. It's going to be him playing with his feet, tripping him, moving around on the octagon side, doing things that he don't recognize as freely.
But she didn't answer the question.
The problem is, like, I can only give you that because I can't truly make a prediction. The job doesn't allow it.
The fight has also kicked off a wave of debate across the MMA world. Some fighters think Jack's lack of experience in high-stakes, championship-level moments finally caught up with him. Others argue that this is simply the stage of Islam Makhachev's career where every challenger looks undersized, outmatched, or too predictable for him. And that leads to the unavoidable question, who's next? Because with this win, Makhachev finds himself in an unusual spot. The list of fresh contenders is shrinking fast. Fans are already buzzing about a potential move to welterweight and the possibility of Islam hunting for a second belt. Names like Shavkat and Kamzat keep coming up, adding even more fuel to the speculation. Some fighters are even entertaining the idea of a future Ilia Topuria showdown. Two champions, two dominant styles, both carrying huge momentum. And after Islam shut down yet another striker who was expected to threaten him, that fantasy matchup is getting louder. Jack Della Maddalena is getting plenty of respect as well. Fighters are pointing out that he's young. He took the fight no one else wanted, and he stayed composed even as things turned against him. They believe he'll be back, but the core truth remains. Makhachev showed the gap in levels. He proved once again why he's one of the most complete champions in the UFC and reminded everyone that the lightweight division still runs through him till AS reactions continue pouring in and the debates heat up. One thing is undeniable. Islam Makhachev's legacy just grew stronger. The only question now is, who has the style, the durability, and the courage to take the next shot?